Hi everyone. So in this video we're going to be talking about coding problem 3.5.2, which goes over try except. So this problem wants you to write a program that divides mystery value by mystery value and prints the result. If the operation results in an error, divide mystery value by mystery value plus 5 and then print the result. If it still fails, then multiply mystery value by 5 and print the result. You can assume that one of these things will not work. So in this, we're going to use try and except. So how you would start tackling this problem is, if you look at the first one, it says it'll give you mystery value, but the first thing you want to try is to divide mystery value by mystery value. So let's just go ahead and put in a try block that prints mystery value divided by mystery value. So if mystery value is divisible by mystery value, they're all good to go. But let's say what if mystery value is 0? And then you'll run into the problem where it will throw a divide by 0 error. So we want to put in an except block right here. And we can have the except block just catch any old exception. So in your except block, you put in the exception you're trying to catch. So in this case, we're just trying to catch any exception that it could happen because it didn't specify in the problem. And then we're just going to call it exception 1. So if we ever want to refer back to this exception, then we'll just say exception 1, and that's how you call the exception. So if you look back into the problem, it says if the operation results in an error, then you want to divide mystery value by just mystery value plus 5. So we can have just a new variable that's called new divisor, and that can save whatever mystery value is plus 5. Okay, now we're ready to print the result. So we want to print mystery value divided by the new divisor. We need parentheses right here. Okay. So, but what if in the case that this print statement fails too, or if new divisor is not calculatable? So then in the problem it says if that still fails, then you want to multiply mystery value by 5 and print that result. So in this case, it would not take that into consideration. So we can put a try block within a try and except. So we can have it try to do the second line of defense, and then if the second line of defense fails, then we can have a new exception. So we have a new except, and this one can also just be catching any old exception because it was not specified in the problem. And we can just call this one exception 2. And this one should just multiply mystery value by 5. So we're just printing mystery value multiplied by 5. Cool. So program looks done. So let's run it. So right now mystery value is 5. So let's just run it and see what it gives you. So it'll give you 1. So let's run through this. So it goes into this try with mystery value equals 5, and mystery value 5 divided by 5 is doable. So it will print out 5 divided by 5, which gives you 1.0. And because this try block executed, it doesn't even go into this except. Okay, so this one was a really basic test case. So let's change mystery value to 0. So before we run it, let's just kind of trace through it. So it'll try to print mystery value divided by mystery value. this case is going to be trying to divide 0 by 0. So then it's going to go into the except because it caught the exception. And then it's going to go into this secondary try, and it's going to give it a new divisor and print that. So let's run it. Cool, so it gave you 0. So like we talked about, the try, it failed, so it went to the except. And so we go into this nested try, and so the new divisor is mystery value, which is 0 plus 5, so 5, and then you're printing 0 divided by 5, which gives you 0.0. And because this try block executed, this nested except will not execute. Cool. So we saw the cases we'll go into the try and the nested try. So let's try one that will go into the except. So let's say we have the string CS1301X. So as you know, a string, you can't do any division with string or addition. So it'll go into this try, it'll fail. It'll go into the except, and then it's going to go into this try. It's going to fail because you're trying to add 5. So it's going to go into this except, and it's just going to print mystery value, so CS1301X, 5 times. So let's see if it gives what is expected. Cool. So here we have it. We have CS1301X 5 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this concludes coding problem 3.5.2. Just a little recap. So you can have nested tries within the except. So like the first try is your first line of defense. If that one fails, it'll go into the big tries except, and inside we have the second line of defense, and then the except, you can, for the nested try, we can call that the third line of defense. So I hope this video helped. If you have any questions, you can email any of the TAs or David Joyner, or message us on Slack. So good luck.